We have officially learned that Henry Cavill is returning to the DC film universe on a permanent basis. Just a couple of days later, an update arrived on exactly what roles and films the actor is planning to implement, and I'll tell you it's impressive. In general, it seems that a real revolution has taken place inside the DC studio. As a result, completely different people took over the leadership. Today, I will tell you who exactly. And these people are not just loyal to Henry, but also have a radically different view of the future of the DC film universe as a whole. So what's there for us? More than interesting changes are waiting for you. So you and I found out last week, personally from Henry Cavill himself, that he returned to DC, and the actor said that what the audience has already seen in Black Adam is just a small fragment of what awaits next. Well, that is, we are given to understand that serious work awaits Henry ahead. And now the first details of what exactly is being discussed have already arrived. According to insiders, Cavill has signed a contract to participate in the films Black Adam 2, Justice League 2 and Man of Steel 2. And this news is extremely intriguing, not only because Henry Cavill is once again becoming one of the key actors of DC. Well, because we are obviously waiting for the continuation of his solo album. And this is the turn of the new Justice League, who would have thought? In general, all this sounds like such tectonic shifts, and one could treat such news with a certain degree of distrust. After all, they sound very incredible, but at the same time, what attracts attention is the fact that we already have an official announcement, and in fact a complete change of the management of the DC studio. Namely now, James Gunn, well known to all of us, will be the new co-head of DC Studios, along with Peter Safran. If anyone does not know, Safran is a producer, including Aquaman films. Plus, we also know that Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, should also take a serious position inside DC, something like an executive producer. The curators / that is, in fact, we see a complete change in the management of the studio, and as a consequence of its policy, plus the same Safran has already confirmed that the Man of Steel was entrusted to shoot the second film. No, not Zack Snyder, James Gunn will shoot the film. So, it is he who apparently becomes the main person in DC. Well, Henry apparently turns into one of its key actors again. By the way, the appearance Cavill in Man of Steel 2. This will mark the actor's first appearance in the role. Superman is the only male protagonist, after the 2013 Man of Steel. Given that there was no official information about the production or release date yet, the film will almost certainly be released no earlier than 2024, that is, more than 10 years after the debut of DC Brits. In addition, we have information from other sources that confirms that we will see, as promised, Dwayne Johnson as an epic clash between Cavill and Black Adam, and that it will unfold in the sequel, The Character of the Rock. As for Johnson himself, he is certainly only increasing his influence of the DC studio. After all, the collections of Black Adam are still very good, so as far as I understand, Johnson will soon dictate a lot inside the studio, and given that he and Henry get along great, we can expect that Cavill and his character are also only will increase its presence in the studio's projects. And finally, no less intriguing, the theme is that Justice League 2 is on its way. Considering the controversy that still surrounds the first film, there is also the question of who exactly will be part of the eponymous team. Except Henry Cavill, Jason Momoa and Gal Gadot, who seem likely candidates, but for completely different reasons. The return of Ezra Miller and Ben Affleck seems to raise much bigger questions. We can also see the return of Ray Fisher in the role of Cyborg. The actor celebrated Walter Hamada's departure from DC, hinted that he might return to the cinematic universe of superheroes, but the name of the director is still covered with a veil of darkness and mystery. Millions of people dream that it will still be Zack Snyder, especially after the success of Snyder Cut, but so far we have no accurate information. Well, quite an impressive update. Let's see what happens next. Write what you think about this in the comments, put likes and subscribe to our channel. Thank you all for watching.